Jerome Powell there. Well, let's get more on this now from Nina Trentman, who's a bureau chief at the Wall Street Journal in New York and manages its corporate finance coverage. Nina, good to talk to you. Let me ask you, first of all, we heard Jerome Powell just there, but the Fed also, he said, will keep at it until inflation comes down. But many economists are arguing that that is a very fine balance given the threat of recession.
Yeah, that's one of the big questions that the Fed and others are facing in this current environment, which is, can the Fed tamp down inflation before it results, that move results in a recession? So far, we've seen unemployment hold pretty steady, even though it has been increasing slightly in recent months. But basically, that's the main question as to, will we see a slowing in inflation before then the economy really slow? Inflation hasn't really increased much over the summer, but it also has decreased much. And so there's still this question as to, will the actions from the Fed, when will they show effect, and how much more is necessary in terms of further rate hikes, given that, of course, this was already the third in a row that came at this magnitude of 75 basis points, pretty unheard of for the Fed for many years in a row.
I know it's the speed at which rates are rising that has got a lot of people kind of, sitting up and taking notice and wondering why it's happening so quickly.
Well, inflation also has jumped up so quickly and has hit 4-decade highs. So I think that pace is also basically leading the Fed's pace. The question is just, how much more does the Fed have to do? And I think Jerome Powell today indicated very clearly that they think there's more work to be done. There's more interest rates hikes to come before inflation will decline significantly from here. We saw it at 8.3% last month, which was a decline from the prior month, but which, of course, is still very, very far away from that 2% target that he just mentioned in his press conference.